Joined by Will Middlebrooks. You're from Texas. How was it growing up in Texas? Huge football place.
Yeah, football is a religion down there. My dad's been a high school football coach for 30 years.
Was he your coach?
He was in high school. He wasn't our head coach. He was he coached our linemen, but he was there. He was the assistant baseball coach as well. So it's fun. It's fun getting to grow up around all that.
I read that you were a quarterback kicker.
Well,
What were you?
I was a quarterback, but I did all the kicking too, just because nobody else really did it. So
And you were a punter. You were all state.
Yeah.
Can you still punt, like a mean punt?
We'd have to see. It's been a really long time since I've done that.
We might put you to that test at some point. Did you know that you always wanted to go into baseball, though, do it professionally?
I didn't actually. My goal was always to go play college football, and that was like my first dream. Baseball kind of came as I got older. I was like a junior in high school. Scouts kind of started to come around, and then it kind of turned into a reality in my senior year of high school when I realized I might get drafted.
And you were a pitcher.
I pitched as well. Yeah. I wasn't much of a pitcher. I was just kind of a thrower. I threw hard, and that was about it.
Your mom and sister are like creative family. They're artists. Do you
Right.
draw or anything like that?
I did when I was younger. I'm not very good at it anymore. I kind of topped out. Yeah.
Right now we're going to make you draw and punt, and we'll see how that goes afterwards. All right, you get drafted by the Red Sox. To go to such an organization with such a history and tradition, what was that like for you?
It was a blessing, man. I was really lucky to have that opportunity to play with a lot of the guys I played with over there. You know, whether it was present or past players, they were always there to help me, always an open book, and I learned a lot of my time in Boston.
You go to the World Series and win the World Series in your second year. How does that shape you as a baseball player?
You know, in my first 3 years, I've been in last place twice and first place once. So I've seen every side of it. Highs and the lows. So it makes that World Series even sweeter after my first year being in last place.
Now you've also had to deal with some injuries. There's so much patience that has to go along with that.
That's right. There's a lot of maturing and growing up your first few years in the big leagues, whether it's on the field, off the field, just creating a routine for yourself to stay in shape and stay healthy. So there was a learning curve there for sure.
And who's had the biggest influence on you and why?
Baseball-wise, David Ortiz. Life-wise, my parents. I have really good foundation from my home and growing up. As far as baseball goes, David Ortiz has been kind of my big brother since I came up, and it's kind of showed me the way.
When you're not playing baseball, what are you doing?
I'm a big family guy. I love in the off season going home, spending time with my family, just because I don't get to see them much during the season. So love doing that. Love hanging out with my friends. I like getting to see everybody I don't get to see. You know.
Any hobbies? Cooking, skateboarding, anything?
Skateboarding, no. I'm gonna try to stay away from that. But
Texas cooking though.
I'm trying to learn how to cook. It's kind of new on my radar.
How's that going?
It's not bad actually. You know, there's nothing more awarding than when you actually make something and it actually tastes good. So
you feel very accomplished.
That's it.
And recently engaged, right?
That's right.
So you're gonna have to learn to cook a little.
That's right. She can cook really well. So we got it covered just in case I screw it up.
If you weren't a Major League Baseball player, you would be a
NFL quarterback.
One thing that you want to do in San Diego.
Try to surf.
One thing that you like to do on your day off.
Absolutely nothing.
Last meal on earth.
My mom's, she makes chicken spaghetti, but it's kind of like a white sauce, spaghetti, chicken, like rotel. It's really good, yeah. So she's made it since I was a little kid, so that's my go-to when I go home.
Thank you so much, Will.